New technology bring in, this is the exact example I say to you, new thing solve old problem, but bring new problem also. You see the example? So my question is, that is why we can never say our job is finished, because every day there is things to look for. Our job cannot finish. So that is on the administration side. What about from the pharmacy side, when you do picking of medicine? Before dispensing, what is your steps in the pharmacies and your process when you do picking, and who is doing the picking? Pharmacy assistant? Actual pharmacist? Who? So what is the human factor to consider? Now you use robot. You have a pharmacy automated system within your pharmacy now, and you key in and you scan and then you take from the tray. Sounds like solve all the medication picking error problem. But what happens if you get the wrong code? What is the process to verify the right code? Because every single medication error is going to depend on that code. What if the printing of the code is unclear and accidentally it took another patient's ID and wrong medication get dispensed by the robot? Is there a chance or not? Then do we create solution to avoid this chance from happening or not? What's your solution? What did we create? So these are areas where we want you to think more. Barcode is good, don't get me wrong. But we must also know that the use of barcode in the ward is different. In the pharmacy inside, when they're doing picking, is also different. From the prescription area up to the pharmacy is also different, because the barcode is being used everywhere. It's a representation of your one patient. So that's why it's used everywhere. And the barcode is used primarily to identify and prescribe medication or prescribe procedure or prescribe diagnostic work for the patient itself. So you have to think about, so if you are looking at, today I want to study barcode problem. Okay, good, you should. Then you have to look at every aspect, from registration, diagnostic, treatment, education, everything. What can go wrong? Then only you can identify where your problem is. Then you say, Eric, I only one person doing this work. I cannot do all this. Of course you cannot. Work with your colleague. Choose the battle. If my hospital has more medication error, I will choose my problem with barcode in medication first. Then I work with others. Prioritize your work. But we have to do all this. So who says bringing a new automated dispensing cabinet has no problem? It's a brand new technology. Some more robot, they can move by themselves now. From pharmacy, they have track, computer can set. Hopefully nobody kick the machine and then the machine, cuckoo, then they're supposed to go level 2 when level 10. So hopefully that don't happen. Yeah, but we have those robots now. It's in Thailand also people use those robots now. So it's there. But who knows what can go wrong? Do you have a book that says all the problems that potentially can go wrong, especially when you are using it? And wherever you use will have different type of problems. That is where we say, if you are doing a new strategy how to manage, then you should be looking at all these parameters. Use the tool I share with you, how to think, what are the tools I shared earlier with you. If you are investigating an incident, same thing you have to think, but now a lot of questions. Why this didn't do? Why that didn't do? Is there a process to comply? Is there this? Is there that? There's more question. So the same tool we can use to design and to prevent, also can use to investigate. So this is what it's saying. So just one barcode, there is many things that can happen. People think having this system will solve all your medication dispensing error or administration error. Not entirely. Not entirely. Because we must take consideration human being and your SOP. Every SOP is different. Everybody's SOP is something different. Question?
No, done.
She wants me to stop. Okay.
Thank you so much, Eric and Stella. But actually, the committee would like to, or we would like to hear what you gain from the workshop session, and maybe a couple of comments, or maybe what you gain or what you learn, and you can speak in Thai, and we have the translator to translate for us. เป็นลายโต๊ะก็ได้ค่ะ
Please, everybody, please share. I also like to hear what you think. And whether what I say makes sense.
อาจารย์ไม่ต้องชมอะไรเงี้ยเดี๋ยวบอกว่ารู้สึกว่าแบบเรียนแล้วมันเป็นยังไงบ้างได้อะไรบ้าง
งั้นก็ขออนุญาตแนะนำตัวก่อนต้องบอกว่าจริงๆหนูไม่ใช่หมอนะคะหรือไม่ใช่พยาบาลเป็นbiomedical engineering ของโรงพยาบาลค่ะก็จากที่ฟังจากตอนแรกก็ฟังเคสเนี่ยในอินดีเทลทางคลินิคอลเนี่ยอาจจะฟังแล้วได้แชร์ไอเดียแต่ว่าเมื่อกี้เรื่องลดจ่ายยาเนี่ยดีมากเลยค่ะเพราะว่าเหมือนหนูหันไปถามอาจารย์หลายๆท่านว่าที่โรงพยาบาลมีลดจ่ายยาไหมคะลดจ่ายยาแบบอัตโนมัติเลยนะคะมีไหมโรงพยาบาลมีไหมแล้วถ้ามีเนี่ยจัดการยังไงเพราะว่าหนึ่งคือรถจ่ายยาเนี่ยพัฒนามาจากรถเข็นธรรมดาให้มันมีลิ้นชักให้มันมีบาร์โค้ดมีเทคโนโลยีเข้ามาแต่ว่าคนใช้เนี่ยเป็นพยาบาลที่ต้องมาแก้ปัญหาว่าบางทีเชื่อมต่อสารสนเทศไม่ได้ตัวรถเองแตกเสียชำรุดใครซ่อมมันจัดเป็น medical equipment ไหมตรงเนี้ยค่ะทั้งหมดเลย
Okay, so she's a med tech, so she's not a clinical person. So when it comes to this automated system, so I went around to ask, my colleague, if you have one in your hospital, how do you manage it? And because this automated system has been developed from just a normal cart that just stored, medication, and then there were different, drawers, and then you could pull up, and then we put in barcode, and now the nurse has to manage it. So now, is it considered a medical device? And what happens when it breaks down? And who actually fixes it?
ค่ะคือต้องบอกว่าภาพรวมของ medical อย่างตัวเนี้ยค่ะไอตัวรถจ่ายยาเนี่ยมันคือ safety culture ที่เราจะแบบบอกว่าเป็นการ safety culture คนไข้จริงๆแต่ในกระบวนการทำของเราอะค่ะตั้งแต่คนนำเข้ามาต้นทางคนใช้จนถึงคนไข้อะค่ะมันถูกวิเคราะห์จริงๆว่ามัน safety จริงๆไหมอันเนี้ยเห็นด้วยไหมเห็นภาพเลยค่ะ
So I see the problems now because the hospital has applied is installed using this automated system, and it seems to be an alternative for safety, measure for patients. But from the process of bringing it in to the actual usage applying to the patients or the user themselves and to the patients, whether this is an actual safe procedure or the right equipment to be used or not.
ก็ในฐานะที่รู้ว่าตรงนี้มีท่านอื่นที่ไม่ใช่หมอหรือพยาบาลหรือว่าเป็นทางคลินิคอลอีกไหมก็ตรงนี้ก็อยากจะบอกว่าจากใจคนที่เป็นซัพพอร์ตทางฝ่ายการพยาบาลซัพพอร์ตทางฝ่ายแพทย์อะค่ะก็เราเองก็เราก็คิดด้านหลังเหมือนกันว่าตรงเนี้ยเราเองจะมีส่วนช่วยที่จะซัพพอร์ตเพื่อให้เครื่องมือหรือว่าเครื่องมือต่างๆในโรงพยาบาลมีความปลอดภัยต่อการไปใช้กับหน้างานยังไงได้ด้วยวันนี้ก็คือเป็นได้แนวคิดที่ดีมากก็รู้สึกว่าตัวเองน่าจะมาถูกทาง
So as an allied health personnel, we wanted to support the clinical staff as well, and how could we do it to choose making sure that we could ensure safety. So I think it's good that I'm here, and I think we're in the right path by attending this class too.
ก็หมดแล้วขอบคุณค่ะจากโรงพยาบาลพญาไท2ค่ะ
So Payathai to private hospital.
สวัสดีค่ะ My name is Pacharin. I'm from Ramathibodi Hospital. I'm a pharmacist. Today topic I very appreciate. My hospital is now working to do the pharmacy's automate system. We are buying some robot in the process right now. And you give me a very, very good point. Very touched my heart because I think the SOP and the total solution is very, very important. Many of our staff or some of our leaders may think that when we have the automate, everything will resolve, something like that. We can reduce workforce, we can make patient more safety, but I don't think like that.
It's not 100%.
Yeah. So, and that's very good point to concern. So I will bring all the message back to my hospital. And you talk about the barcode error, just the last case, something like that. Maybe another thing is maybe some fatigue, that alert fatigue. The medical device may alert, but the patient, the worker is very fatigued, so they ignore that. And sometimes about the barcode error, once I found at the shopping mall, I go to buy some ice cream, and
Scan the wrong code.
yeah, it got wet, and the counter, the sale counter scan, there's something sound, beep, like it's like scan, but it not key in the on the list, and because I see things on the
One by one.
on the monitor, it's not record.
So that happens too. And when you are going to get your robot into your pharmacy, just make sure you look at the process. And don't only think within the pharmacy quadrant, think about until administration, because the error can happen there. That's the last part of the error. Yeah, so think about that very critically. Yeah, good, very good. I'm glad. Anyone else?
I just so sorry that I
It's okay.
came here so late, but I'm very impressed every time that you tell us more. And one case for the sterilizer also hit my heart about the medical device. You told us about the health technology management. I'm very impressed because I will try to search more on this, because I think that many medical device right now, example, right, the sterilizer and many new technology, because sometimes we don't do the plan from the beginning, pre-purchase evaluation, until you say that the destroy, and between that is the commissioning. It's very important because many things that can happen, and the sterilizer also is the heart of the hospital, because there are so many medical devices also need to sterilize inside the hospital. I think that very good. Thank you very much for your sharing, and every time you did have done a very wonderful job. So sorry because I'm very fast. My name is Mariwan. Right now I'm a clinical education consultant, is a freelance, and also am also very interested in the safe surgical instrument medical device. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.